Earlier this week, right before she released the material on there, I read kind of a summary of it, and one of the things that really stuck out in my mind that she wrote was that the Pukwudgie is fiercely independent. And immediately an alarm went off in my head, because there's really nothing, and what I tweeted out to her directly, to her Twitter account, which she's very active on, so I kind of get the feeling that she reads it herself, because, I mean, she's famous for coming back with witty retorts that are kind of like of her. You know, you get the feeling that it's not some person running it, but actually her. Mm-hmm. And so I asked her, like, fiercely independent, like, that doesn't make any sense. There's nothing in the lore. You know, modern examples of Pukwudgies usually have them being alone. But really, their folklore, which is what she's focusing on, doesn't talk about them being independent at all. Like, they're a group. You know, together they defeat Mashop's son. Together they raid the villages. Together they, you know, kill or wound Mashop. So there's really nothing in there that says that they're fiercely independent. And I was a little annoyed that she was taking that liberty. And I really didn't know where she was getting her source material from, that she would kind of get that idea. And then today, someone had written an article about how some Native Americans were kind of annoyed at her stealing their culture. And I put that article up, not agreeing or disagreeing, but at least, like, I wanted to start the conversation of, like, so, you know, this would kind of be like someone taking American history and twisting it around for their own benefit for a story.
Which we see happen. I mean, it does happen.
Right. But if you have no idea what the history of that is, I mean, we could talk about Braveheart and the history of Scotland and how, for dramatic effect, they just kind of take that and run with it. You know, the best parts that they want, twist this around. But then there was something in that summary that talked about how when the witch who founds the house comes over on the Mayflower and she befriends the Pukwudgie, who becomes like her best friend, and you get the impression that, like, they go on wacky adventures together or whatever. And I was like, whoa, like, that is so not something that is part of the Pukwudgie lore at all.
Right.
And that's totally taking a step sideways. And she seems to be going with more of the trickster spirit aspect of the Pukwudgie, which is fine, but there is nothing in their history that says, like, and Pukwudgies and Wampanoags live together in friendship.
Chris, I know